tell you, if you're starting a backup center, who do you want to see out there? I'll tell you, not Vince Wilfork and J.J. Watt.
J.J. Watt.
That is not who you want running at.
That's true. The flip side of that, as they run a sweep for
Keith
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 yards.
Keith Mumphrey on the sweep.
I believe that was Wilson.
Oh, excuse me, Albert Wilson on the sweep.
The sweep is honestly one of my favorite plays in football. It's just so beautiful when it works.
Now they've run that play with Jeremy Maclin a lot this season. Yep. We haven't seen anything from Maclin yet.
Well, the other thing
choosing to run it with the young pro Wilson.
That comes back to what we were talking about with the backup center. Alex Smith has a very quick release. He's not going to be really looking too far downfield. So
the give is to West, and he will have the first down. I believe he has
barely with forward progress.
He ran into Vince Wilfork there, who, of course, one of the biggest players in the NFL.
One of the biggest people ever.
One of the biggest people ever to live on this planet.
It's really unfortunate that his last name has the word fork in it.
Vince Wilfork at 6'2", 325 pounds.
Jesus Christ.
And let me tell you, I don't think he's weighing in that light. I think maybe the scale only goes up to 325.
And then it just maxes out.
Sharkandrick West, of course, coming out of Abilene Christian, getting the starting job this year when Charles went down to injury. And has done a nice job. Smith out of the gun.
Good opportunity for Sharkandrick there.
Looks like he has Ware to his left.
Another
fakes
fake
it to Ware.
Almost got to him, but
no.
Gonna be nothing.
The rush will get to them. They brought all the linebackers. It was almost the rookie McKinney who got to him, but it ended up being Whitney Merciless.
Yeah. And jailbreak there for the Texans defense. And it's good because they've been. This is their first big stop, I think. It's their first sack of the game. It's also their first big stop. The other short yardage plays have all gone for a first down. They've been running out on 2nd and 3rd and 1 scenario, so that'll be good to have the Texans.
Whitney Merciless, one of the few people to survive playing college football at the University of Illinois.
Oh, jeez.
Smith in the shotgun again. It's another screen to Kelsey.
Kelsey can't hold on.
It's dropped by Jason Kelsey.
Travis
Kelsey. I'm going to make that mistake a lot tonight, folks.
Eagles fans. Just Eagles fans.
Totally impartial, of course.
Yep.
I'm totally impartial.
He has lost weight. He has absolutely lost weight.
Well, let's see if he learned how to call a timeout.
Nope. 3rd and 13 suddenly, and the Texans, some momentum on their end.
Bend, but don't break.
Yep.
Let's see how it works out for him.
Absolutely. Obviously, J.J. Watt, man to watch here. Alex Smith going to be forced to hold the ball a little bit longer, try and get someone open
Smith
down behind the
sticks. 2
sticks.
out wide to the left. He's got Kelsey breaking out.
And I believe he's got him wide open.
Down.
No! Overthrown.
Again.
And Alex Smith can't believe it. That was a touchdown.
Again to Albert Wilson.
Yep.
Albert Wilson looks to factor in big in this game early.
He just beat his man outright, and the ball sailed right through his hands. It was a bit overthrown.
Just a step overthrown.
Yeah, and Alex Smith can't.
Smith knows it.
Will Smith.
And Will Smith.
And Will Smith not getting jiggy with that one, folks.
Dustin Colquitt on to punt, the captain.
Yep. Trying to pin him deep.
And it's a big kick.
Will
it go in? No.
No, and calling for the fair catch
is Keith Mumphrey. So the Texans managed to stop what seemed like a Chiefs offense that was on a roll.
Yeah.
Large part thanks to that large man. But in the end, not great field position to gain from it.
No. But here's the thing: when you're punting from about like the 40 or the 50-yard line, in most cases, you're going to want to pin people deeper than the 15-yard line.
That's true.
Ideally, obviously, but also this ESPN commercial is giving me seizures. Playoffs.
Talking about playoffs.
We're talking about playoffs.
I just want to win a game.
Oh man, Schefter. All my favorite people: Adam Schefter, Chris Mortensen.
Those are our close personal friends.
Yes.
Industry friends.
Friends of the show.
Yes.
Friends of Sam and Ray, or Ray and Sam host everything. Adam Schefter.
Yes.
And Chris Mortensen.
Oh, man. What is this? Oh, remember we were there in that stadium? Oh, yes. This is the Pro Bowl. Just kidding. This is Hawaii.
Oh, this is Hawaii. Yeah. you got to feel bad for the people organizing the Pro Bowl. They've really kind of tried everything, and just no one cares.
Nobody cares.
No, it's unfortunate because the fantasy draft idea I thought was a good one. I just no one wants to watch the Pro Bowl. I feel like. I mean,
Swami's got to say something. Look at Keyshawn Johnson. What is his name? What is his name?
Whose name?
The guy, Keyshawn Martin? Keyshawn Johnson.
Keyshawn
Johnson, right?
It's Keyshawn Johnson.
Okay,
I was like, that's his name.
To make me feel like an alien
no.
over here.
No.
Jeez, some support from my broadcasting partner would be nice.
Speaking of, you need another beer.
I don't know what you're talking about. All right, we're back.
I don't know what you're talking about.
All right. And we're looking at a key matchup. Marcus Peters, the quarterback for the Chiefs, versus DeAndre Hopkins, the number one wideout for this Texans offense, who we're about to see go to work thanks to a good stop after a strong drive from Kansas City, a good stop from J.J. Watt, Vince Wilfork, and company. Brian Hoyer, ready to get things started. He's going to start under center. He's got Alfred Blue in the backfield behind him. And the give is to Blue. Blue goes right and tripped up there by Josh Maga out of Nevada. Oh, thank you.
You're very welcome.
As we take a look at this Chiefs defense, Josh Maga with the stop there. Tamba Hali, another great player. The secondary, the strength of this defense without question. Eric Berry, Ron Parker, Peters, who's had a great rookie campaign. A really strong secondary.
It bears mentioning also, I mean, obviously, as
Fernandez in motion. The give is to Blue. Blue going nowhere again.
Maybe a gain of 2.
Alfred Blue with big shoes to fill. And, a lot of pressure on him. A lot of people have the Texans taking a running back high in next year's draft.
Yep, absolutely.
Some of them would say even in the first round. To replace, the question is, will that guy,
Arian Foster.
Will Arian Foster?
Will
Arian Foster ever come to mind? Will he ever carry a ball again in a Texans uniform? Hoyer out of the gun now. He's got 4 spread wide.
Big 3rd and 8 here for the Chiefs defense.
Hoyer drops back.
He's got
fires
plenty
over the
of
middle,
time,
and it's
that is
intercepted.
An interception.
I believe Eric Berry, the safety,
great.
who came back this season from Hodgkin's lymphoma. He was out all year last year battling cancer, and now he has an interception in a playoff game,
a wild card
and
game.
an all-pro season.
And I think that's gonna stand. I don't think that ball ever touches the ground.
Did not trap it. A terrible throw from Brian Hoyer.
Really, and Brian Hoyer had time too.
And it makes you wonder how soon.
I was going to say, are we going to be seeing Brandon Weeden,
Doopy Pants,
Dr. Dupe?
He started for the Cowboys this season.
Yeah, yep.
But then again, I'm pretty sure I could have started for the Cowboys this season.
We should have gone to Dallas and walked on and been like, we can throw a football, kind of.
I would have been, of course, a running quarterback. So now Smith gets a chance to capitalize on the drive he couldn't finish last time out. The give
and
up the middle. Spencer Ware going about 4 yards straight through Vince Wilfork and company.
I don't think it can be overstated how important that stop was for the Kansas City defense. Obviously, great Eric Berry gets the INT, but the Chiefs' defensive unit has quietly, in a league where everyone's talking about the Panthers, everyone's talking about the Seahawks defense, the Chiefs defense is not one you ever want to come up against.
These two defense among the lowest.
Oh my God!
And it's picked off. Brian Cushing on the tip swings the momentum back in the Texans' favor.
As you were talking about the Texans' defensive unit, they come up with a huge play there by Cushing.
Off the fingertips of it, looked like Jeremy Maclin couldn't corral it.
And I don't think it should be understated. The quarterback made a great play.
They're going to take another look at that one, and we're going to go to commercial.
Kareem Jackson made a great play, pushing Jeremy Maclin kind of getting, as he was touching the ball, Kareem Jackson was making a play on Jeremy Maclin, which caused the bobble in the first place.
That's the kind of thing we saw in the Super Bowl that ended the Super Bowl last year.
Yep.
All right, more motorcycles.
Mm-hmm. This is another Toyota commercial.
See, but I kind of actually really do want a Tacoma.
Tacoma?
Yeah. Oh, is this?
This is the thing that we all thought it was like Netflix, and then it ends up being Apple TV.
Hey, Ant-Man. I heard that movie was.
Ant-Man's pretty good.
Oh, is it?
It's pretty good. It's not great, but it's pretty good.
That is a good movie. I want to see this so bad. Okay, now we're not commenting now.
No, we're just talking about movies we want to see.
I want to see The Martian. I think it's okay for the world to know
that Ray wants to see Martian. I still need to see Inside Out. Also, Game of Thrones coming back. Never, ever again.
I mean, not for a long time. Oh, God, what a great music video. Kendrick Lamar's all right. I see what they did there. They went from a modern black and white to
the old school.
To Wizard of Oz, and then colorized, which you see, because remember when Oz was in color? Yeah. That movie sucks. It's overrated. The movie is overrated.
I completely agree.
It's a bad movie with some cool tricks in it.
I was going to say, the first time I saw it, the colorization trick blew my mind. Like, I was like, oh, there's going to be black.
Well, imagine if you saw it in
back in the day,
the 20s or whatever it came out.
Crazy.
All right, now we are obligated to bring up the NFL Draft, the Pro Bowl presented by USAA on ESPN2. The draft on ESPN2, January 27th at some time, and
not held in Chicago this year. God damn it!
Not held in Chicago. It was great in Chicago last year. I have to say, the fans in Chicago were fantastic. Those that made it out.
Yep, because all of them booed Roger Goodell so
hard.
That's
probably why it's not. All right, Hoyer. Under center, he's rolling out to his right. He's got to dump off to Fernandez.
Drawing up that kind of screenplay,
or Fyodorowicz, excuse me.
It's a testament again to the Chiefs' defense. That play kind of developed exactly the way the Texans wanted to. The blocking broke down, and they had a free lane at the quarterback, but the Chiefs' defense stayed.
And Fyodorowicz got to make a play there.
That's also true.
Hoyer's going to come out of the gun. He's got three receivers out to his left, changing the play. Now he's got Alfred Blue in the backfield with him. One of the receivers moves into tight end to block for Blue, who takes it up the middle for 3 yards or so.
That's not going to be enough. That's third down. I don't believe the Texans have been in like a third and manageable scenario yet. The Chiefs' defense really has been absolutely stifling so far this game.
Blue has been reliable in getting 2 or 3 yards, but not much more.
I don't think that counts as being reliable.
Not known for his big play ability.
No.
Oh, yeah. Hoyer in the gun. He's got Blue in the backfield. 4 wide receivers out. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Motion on the left. Hoyer takes the snap, fires quick to the right.
Yep.
Hopkins is going to muscle for the first.
Found the weak spot in the zone, and Peters there motioning that he thought that was a fumble.
Marcus Peters, not quite sure how the rules of football work, but what can you do?
Yeah, that was good. Good intelligence there by Brian Hoyer, finding that soft spot in the zone, and just he never looked at anyone else that whole play.
No, that was
he read the defense very well.
Coming out quick, he knew they'd be bringing pressure, and he did not want to face it. All right, now they fake the sweep, and it's Alfred Blue rumbling to the right side,
very
off
nice
tackle for about Blue. 5 yards,
following his blockers, and then just kind of bulldozing through.
They faked the sweep to Sissel Shorts and gave it to Blue for a nice game.
That's the thing I like about wild card games, playoff games, obviously the Super Bowl. You get to see these kind of fakes, trickeration that you don't necessarily see in the regular season because this is obviously win or go home. Why not leave everything out on the field?
Hoyer back
time
to
in
throw,
the pocket and
overthrows Hopkins, who was well covered by Marcus Peters.
Way off target. It might be for the best that throw was really, really bad. If it were better, it could have been intercepted.
Hopkins talking a ton of trash to the rookie.
He may have been held. I think that's what he's calling for, and there is a flag on the play. That would be a very soft call.
That is a rough call. That was an uncatchable. Yep, they're going to call it on Marcus Peters. Marcus Peters.